Good evening, everybody. The sun's going down. We're probably going to get some rain here soon. How has everybody been doing? It's been quite the craziness in the last few months, but nothing compared to what we saw 4 years ago. I'm not going to get too comfortable with anything. I'm a little bit gun shy after all we've been through. Decades and decades of BS. I've been watching and researching most of my life. You know, that dangerous thing they call research. Doing your own research. I can only pray that things are going to turn and shift around and things will be taken down and hopefully put back together a little bit better than they have been the last 50 something years of my life. I'm cautiously optimistic. Cautious. Because these are people and they're fallible, and it's really hard for me to have any kind of idea that we could actually do things right in this country. At the very base level, the way it should have been all along. I can only hope. We do have somewhat of an epidemic of people losing their minds and filming themselves on camera. I've had some really bad times in my life. I've had some moments where I wasn't well and I pulled myself out of it, but I never once thought of filming myself and putting it out there for all the world to see. Never. But then they're not really in their right mind anyway, so what do you expect? It's somewhat sad. It's very sad. But that's what happens when you only get one side to an argument, broadcast over the airwaves, year after year, hour after hour, 24-hour news cycle, day in, day out. Only one side, one side, one side. No, no real truth. Maybe little tidbits of truth, but mostly misdirection and censorship, and it's called programming for a reason. When somebody's fully programmed, that's what they look like. They end up on here screaming and saying irrational things and threatening people. It's somewhat sad, but that's what it's come to. I don't know what the future holds, but 4 years is, even if it's great, it's only 4 years, so we got to make sure we keep going past that and have somebody decent to put in the position following. I don't know. I just think the whole structure is, I know as human beings we need rules and regulations and a certain structure to keep order. I get that. But it's sad it has to be that way, that people can't just see what's good and do what's good, and instead of having to be told what to do all the damn time. Because they have no sense. But I will say, as somebody who's been an educator, that I fully support the destruction of the Department of Education. I think our schools need to be totally revamped. It's gotten real top heavy and the kids are suffering. And the programs are just failed programs over and over again. People just selling software and selling ideas that are just, they don't work. But, you got people in charge doing budgets, and then they hire their friends, or they buy their friends' stuff or whatever. It's just, one person rubbing elbows with the other person. It's just a big corrupt system. The education system Department of Education is just as corrupt as any other system. And I've watched it over the years. It's like one big club, and if you aren't in it, I had never went into the teachers' lounges. I never participated in any of that. I was there strictly to teach the kids. It did not really, it won me respect from people who were respectful, but overall, they don't respect that. I see too many teachers acting like children, sadly. There are some really good teachers out there, though, but they suffer with all the garbage in the system. I just hope it's able to be cleaned out, along with a lot of other areas, and that our children have a chance of being taught well and structured well to where they can read and write and do arithmetic at a adequate level in order to go out into society and be able to function, and maybe teach them some other skills that they may need. Sewing, cooking, just how to function in the world. Taxes, hopefully that'll go away too. We won't have to learn about that anymore. How to fix plumbing, how to fix a 2-cylinder motor, lawnmowers, things like, just things. How do things work? How could we improve upon them and make them better? Useful things. How to be in a relationship, to respect another person, and the importance of family and the importance of children if that's what you choose to do. Just all of it. A more positive, and to have discipline and structure in the schools, and it not just be a free-for-all up in there, which a lot of the bigger high schools in the inner cities are. It's just like the teachers go in there and it's just a matter of surviving another day, let alone teaching. Sadly, because the only ones suffering are the children, because the teachers have their degrees, the principals have their degrees, everybody has their degrees, but these kids don't. And they're the ones being left behind. I'm praying every day for everyone. All the damage that's been done to everybody. And the same people today screaming and yelling and shaving their heads and carrying on like wild banshees are the same ones that 4 years ago were carrying on like wild banshees, wanting to get rid of people for other reasons. They just go from one topic to another that we don't agree with, and their answer is to get rid of people. That's their answer. Just get rid of them. Take them out. Don't allow them to live in society anymore. I think the people screaming and yelling like that are probably the ones who don't need to be in society anymore. Society would be a lot better off without them, but honestly, they just need help. I don't know if they can be helped, but they need help. I don't know what switch that it is that got flipped, but it needs to be turned off. And I think it has a lot to do with the TV and radio stations and whatever social media algorithm they're on. It seems to be poison to their minds. I look at everything. I look at all sides, and I look at things very logically. I try to keep my feelings out of things. Um, except having compassion for others, but try to keep, you know, and look at what would actually work, what would actually make sense. Common sense, you know, the thing that used to be common, the rare sense now. We should start calling it rare sense. Yeah, we need more of rare sense so that maybe once again it'll become common. Whew. It's been a hell of a life, people. I have witnessed some things that are just. I haven't liked a lot of what I've seen, and it's been very ugly. But I'm still here. Things seem to be improving, and I hope that it stays that way for everyone. Everyone. Let's put an end to all the wars. Let's see and look and know what's really important, which is our family and our loved ones, and improving things in our lives, and putting one step in front of the other, and having a better community, a better society. That would be the true gift for my children and my grandchildren. Better than anything I could have ever imagined. Better than anything I've seen and lived through. But we have to appreciate it if we can get it, and we have to hold on to it. And not let these bad, immoral people, and I mean immoral, I mean I have certain, you do you, boo, but some of it is just beyond, it's sick. And then it's very sick. And if my suspicions are correct, given all my research over the years, there will be more things coming out, shocking things to a lot of people. But it's time. It's time for reality to set in. And we start using that rare sense that many of us have. And that the good people rise to the top to help people all over the world have a better life. Take care of each country, take care of their people. That's what we need. But I wanted to check in on y'all and let you know I'm doing okay. Everything's everything. And hang in there. One step at a time. And never stop praying. Never. Because those little bad boogers are out there everywhere. And we need to keep our spiritual awareness up. Love to you all. Bye for now.